I think we're good to go. So we will be doing our spine. We'll be working on spinal mobility today. So we'll start on our backs in Shavasana. So if you want to make your way over to your back, letting your heels be nice and wide at the edges of your mat. Starting to close your eyes. And just starting that beautiful, peaceful process of drawing your awareness inside. Start to feel that sensation, that feeling of having a body. The weight of your body on your mat. And feel the space that your body takes up. From your toes all the way up your legs into your pelvis. Up your fingers, up the arms, all the way up your spine to the crown of your head. Feel that space that you take up. And then start to notice your breath flowing through your body. Feeling what it feels like to inhale. And feeling what it feels like to exhale. And with every breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into your mat, into the present moment. And then whenever you're ready, you can start your pranayama practice, your breath control practice. And we'll see if we can breathe in and out through our nose, through our nostrils. But try to make your breath so slow and so soft that you're not even moving a nostril hair. Your breath is so delicate through your nose that not even a nose hair is disrupted. Such acute breath control. Still allow your belly to rise on your inhale, but feel that feeling of complete control over your breath, nice and soft. And then whenever you're ready, you can return your breath back to that natural, effortless breath. And just take just a moment here to really establish that connection between your body, mind, and breath, that union, and synchronize things up. So just take the last moment here. And then whenever you feel ready, you can start to deepen your breath and expand your awareness. And start to gently wake your body up with each joint, maybe starting at your toes, spreading them wide, crunching them, flexing into your ankles, rolling them out. Work upwards to your knees and then into your hips. And then start at the fingers into your wrists and elbows, up into the shoulders. And eventually moving your head gently from side to side, waking up your neck. And then you can flicker your eyes open and we'll take our nice full body stretch. So send those arms overhead, heels come together at the bottom of your mat, and see how long you can make yourself. Think of each of those joints again and lengthen out of them. Even your armpits lengthen. We'll take a nice inhale. And we'll exhale to a banana stretch towards the left. So toes come to the bottom left corner and hands come to the top left corner of your mat. We're stretching out the right side of our body. Still breathing nice and softly. And then on our next exhale, we'll come back through center. Take an inhale to lengthen again. And then we'll exhale over to the opposite side. Toes and fingers to the bottom and top right corners of your mat. And we're stretching out the left side. Perfect. And we'll exhale back to the center. Big inhale, lengthen. And we'll exhale one at a time. Knees come into chest. And you can just rock from side to side, enjoying the massage on your spine and the release in the lower back. Taking a breath there. Now we'll bring our knees together, coming to stillness in the center. Point your toes and gently let your toes drift down to your mat. So your knees move away from you. You can bring your arms out to the sides if you like. And we're just going to push into our pointed toes as we move our knees from side to side, both knees at the same time. Just moving them from side to side. This is good for the lordic curve in our spine, that lumbar spine. And then the next time your knees come to the left, drift them all the way down so that they're stacked on top of each other. Now slide the top knee, your right knee, up towards your chest so that the right ankle is by the left knee. So it's just coming towards the chest. In a twist, kind of. Perfect. Yes, exactly. And then we'll slowly slide our foot back down to stack our knees on top of each other. And we'll bring them back through center nice and slowly and let them fall over to the right side. And then we'll bring the left knee up towards the chest so that the left ankle and heel are near the right knee. So we're twisting that lordic spine. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. So let's slide the left foot back down so that we stack our legs on top of each other. Bring the knees back to center. Now you can lengthen the legs out long, and we're going to do a yogi sit-up. So we'll send our arms out long and slowly start to tuck the chin as we lift up and see if we can slowly lift all the way up and reach forward towards our toes. And we'll do that one more time. So we'll tuck the chin round your spine as you come back all the way down. First, the small of the back touches down, and then each vertebra, sending the arms overhead again. And this is our last time. Lift the hands, tuck the chin, and round the spine up. And reach for your toes in the forward fold. Perfect. And then we'll just come up to seated, and we'll bend into our knees with our feet wide. We'll bring our hands to the inside of our legs and just tuck your chin as you round the spine downwards. So we're flexing forward. Now see if you're able to put your hands underneath the ankles, threading them to clasp the outsides of your feet. And see if you can use the leverage to pull yourself a little deeper to feel that stretch in the lower back. Yes, exactly. Take a couple of breaths here, nice soft breaths. All right, and we'll slowly start to roll ourselves. Really stack the spine to keep the chin nice and tucked as you roll up. Perfect. We'll keep our legs about hips distance apart and our knees bent. And we're going to do some twists. We'll just do 3 breaths over to the right. So we'll take the left hand, place it on the outside of the right shin, and twist to the right hand back, and using the left hand on the shin and the right hand as leverage to twist deeper on our exhale. And then on an inhale, we come back to the neutral position, and we exhale back into the twist, maybe a little deeper. Inhale back to center, and last time, exhale to twist. We'll inhale back to neutral in the center. Now we go to the other side. So you plant the right hand on the outside of the left shin and twist towards the left, using your left hand as leverage as well. And inhale back to neutral. Exhale into your stretch. Inhale to neutral. And last time, exhaling, twisting. And inhaling back to neutral. Now let's keep the right knee up and lengthen the left leg out long at a 45-degree angle. We'll bring our right hand, maybe it's easier here. We'll bring our right hand behind our head, take the left hand and place it on the outside of your right shin, and we're just going to pull with our left hand to twist towards your bent knee, lifting the right elbow to the sky. Perfect. And we'll come back to center and we'll pull ourselves back in, twisting towards the bent knee. So your left hand is grabbing the outside of the right shin and pulling it in. Perfect. And last time, exhaling to pull. Beautiful. Come to center. Let go of your hand and we'll switch. Left knee gets bent and right leg goes out long. Left hand comes behind the head. Right hand goes to the left knee, and use it to pull yourself in as you lift the left elbow to the sky. So we're just twisting towards the bent knee, and inhale back to the original position. And exhale to twist. Inhale back. Last time. Exhale to twist. Lift that left elbow as high as you can get it. And exhale, you're back to the original position. Beautiful. Relax your hand and let's come to our tabletop position. So we'll just move over to the tabletop. Let's stack our wrists and shoulders and knees and hips. And we'll just go ahead and move the body in any organic way that it likes to be moved right now. So move those shoulders and hips to get into the spine. Feeling it. Enjoying the movement in your body. The spine never gets moved in this way, so really enjoy it. Combat that repetitive movement in our spines. Maybe finish up with a couple of cat-cows, exhaling to the cat and inhaling to the cow. Just taking a last round of those guys. Perfect. And we'll meet back in our neutral spine. We'll bring our hands a little bit forward, and now bring your heels in towards your glutes. So you're squeezing the heels towards the glutes. And we're just going to wag your feet back and forward. So the shoulder and the hips move towards each other. So you're just wagging your feet a little bit more. Perfect. All right. And then we'll come back to neutral here. Back to our tabletop position. Come down to the right elbow. Left hand goes behind the head. And we'll lift the left elbow up to the sky to open the chest. And exhale the elbow back down to the ground. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift. And exhale, drop it down. Last time. Inhale, lift that elbow. And exhale, put it down. Perfect. Left forearm comes down to the mat now. Right hand behind your head. And inhale to lift right elbow. Exhale, right elbow touches down. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Inhale, lift that up again last time. Exhale down. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and come to the tabletop and push ourselves back to the child's pose. Sinking hips back and sliding fingertips forward. Breathing into the back of our body. Stretching out the ribs in the back there. Nicely done. Really try to get some length in your spine. Inch those fingers more and more forward like they were going to inch right out of their sockets. Getting that length. Now we'll bring our hips over to the left as we walk our hands over to the right to get that stretch down the left side. Nice, and we'll walk our hands back through center, hips through center. And pull the hips over to the right as we walk your hands to the left, stretching out our right side. Perfect. And we'll bring our hands back to the center one last time, hips back to the center. Let's just take 2 more breaths before we come up to our downward facing dog. So whenever you feel ready, we'll spread our fingers as wide as we can get them. And again, enjoy the movement up to your dog. So enjoy the spine moving the hips upwards. And then feel out your dog. Pedal it out. See what your body wants you to do here in your downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we'll settle into our dog, driving our heels down as we pull the tailbone up and pushing our chest down as well. Now, if you like, you can place all of the weight into your left palm as you reach back with your right hand to clasp the outside of your left leg, either at the knee or calf, maybe even at the left heel, to just twist yourself towards the left. Maybe looking up past your left armpit as well. Little twist in the spine. And then you can bring your right hand slowly back to the downward dog position. And this time we put the weight into the right palm as we reach back with the left hand wherever it lands, either on the back of the right knee or maybe all the way down towards the right heel. Looking up past that right armpit. All right, we'll bring that left hand back to our downward facing dog. We'll bring our big toes to touch, and we'll inhale our right heel up towards the sky, lifting it high. And on our exhale, we'll squeeze the right knee in towards your chest, nice and slow. Let the spine move nicely. Plant your right foot, plant your left knee, and untuck the toe to rise to your Anjaneyasana. Beautiful. Sink the right knee forward past the right ankle so that you really get into the left psoas there. Perfect. And when you feel nice and stretched in the psoas, lengthen through your fingertips to be as long as you can. Maybe you look up past your fingers. We'll take a nice inhale, and then we'll exhale our right hand to our hip and the left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Perfect. Again, we're using the leverage to twist towards the right knee. Perfect. So twist it out nicely, as deep as you can. Use the left hand. Perfect. There you go. If you want, you can lengthen out your right arm and reach it for the back of your left leg. Perfect. So you're just twisting deeper, trying to see if you can push the left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back. Yes. Now, again, it's up to you. This is the most intense version. You can send the left fingers back, opening up the left side. Yeah. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale super slowly. Start to unravel. Frame your right foot and send the hips back, straightening your right leg into your Ardha Hanumanasana. Perfect. Breathe deeply. Enjoy the forward flexion of your spine here as you drive your chest towards your right big toe. Beautiful, nice deep breaths. All right, we'll bend back into the right knee. Tuck your left toes and lift your left knee so that you can step back to plank. Now let's move to Ashtanga Namaskar. Let's bring our knees down on our exhale. Stick your tailbone up into the sky like in cow pose and bend your elbows tight into your ribs as your chest and chin make it down to the ground. Perfect. We'll inhale, push into your curled toes to pull your chest forward and up to the cobra. We're still warming up, so see how high you want to come. Big inhale, and then we exhale, push into your palms and tuck your toes to come back to the downward facing dog. Nicely done. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. All right, we'll take a big breath here. And then we'll bring our big toes to touch. Keep driving the heels down and tailbone up. We'll inhale the left heel this time up to the sky. And exhale, left knee to chest. Pivot that spine all the way forward. Plant left foot, plant right knee, and rise to your Anjaneyasana. Sink forward into the left knee, right psoas stretches out nicely and lengthen. Beautiful. Nice big inhale. All right, we'll exhale the left hand down onto your hip. The right hand comes down across the body to the outside of left thigh. And use it as leverage to twist towards the left knee. So you're twisting towards that left knee. Now you can send the left arm back and on the outside of the right thigh to use it as more leverage to twist even more. And maybe those right fingertips pull back so that you can stretch out the right side. Perfect. Big inhale. And we'll exhale to float the hands down, framing the left foot and send your left hip back, straightening into left leg to get that hamstring stretch. Perfect. Enjoy the forward fold in the spine. Drive your chest towards your left big toe. Beautiful. All right, let's bend into our left knee, frame the left foot, tuck the right toes, and step yourself back to plank. We'll exhale again to Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees come down, chest and chin come down, tailbone sticks up into the sky. And we'll inhale, push into your toes, lift up to your Bhujangasana, the cobra pose. Beautiful. And on our exhale, we tuck the chin and lift the hips up to our downward facing dog. Yeah. And whenever you're ready, we'll inhale up to the tippy toes and slowly walk ourselves up to our forward fold at the top of our mat. Relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. And enjoying whatever version of our forward fold that you like. So just sway from side to side, play around with your center of gravity, anything that you usually do in your practice that feels so good. Taking a couple breaths here. And then you can settle into your forward fold, maybe even hugging the backs of your calves to pull yourself even closer towards the tops of your legs to really feel the hamstring stretch and the forward fold in your spine. Beautiful. Now we're going to slowly roll ourselves up. So let go of whatever bind you have. Bend into your knees. Let your chin be tucked and let your hands dangle as you slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. And your head will be the last to rise. And you can roll into your shoulders, forward and back, shaking out your ankles and wrists if you want. And we're going to move into our sun salutations. We're just going to do 2 of A and 1 of B. So let's get ourselves into our strong mountain pose here. Really feel yourself root into your mat today. Feel super stable in all corners of your feet. We'll get strong in our legs and in our core and squeeze our shoulder blades together and down. so that we're lifting the sternum up towards the sky. Feel strong in your mountain pose, strong and stable. And we'll inhale to lengthen out of those joints again. And we'll exhale, swan dive to fold forward with that strong spine. Let's inhale to our half lift. Really push the chest forward, hips back to lengthen the spine. Exhale back to plank. Bend your elbows, lower your body however you like, maybe chaturanga. We'll inhale to our back bend, push your heart forward, shoulders pulled back. Exhale, push your mat away as you lift those hips up to your downward dog. And take your 5 breaths here. Again, really try to lengthen your spine. So almost like push your mat away from you with your palms, like you're gonna push yourself right out of your armpits. Really lengthening the spine, and then lift that tailbone up even higher than you're used to. Get that strong, long spine. And take a last breath here. And we'll exhale our feet to the top of the mat, however you want to get them there. We'll inhale to that half lift. We'll exhale to relax into our forward fold. And then we'll inhale, root and rise. Talasana, lengthen. And exhale, we're back in our strong mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward and down. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Sanchalanasana, the plank pose. Chaturanga, bend those elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Try to remember that soft breath. Try to breathe in through your nose. Again, like you're not gonna disrupt any of your nose hairs. That's how soft it is, delicate. We've got our last breath here. And we exhale our feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, relax into your forward fold. Inhale, root and rise. Talasana, lengthen. Exhale, Tadasana, Samastiti, our mountain pose. Let's move on to Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana, our chair pose. Sink those hips down. Lengthen the fingers. Be heavy in the pelvis, like a bell is dangling off your pelvis. But lengthen through the fingers. Use that core. Big inhale and exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Sanchalanasana, your plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale to the upward facing dog. And we'll exhale to the downward dog. Enjoy each of these movements. Inhale, right heel up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to chest. Plant right foot, plant left heel. Rise to your first warrior, Virabhadrasana A. See if you can bring that left hip forward. Be heavy in the pelvis again. See if you can tuck it to reduce some pressure in the lower back. Let's take our inhale and let's exhale to plank. Bend those elbows to lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. We inhale, left heel up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to chest. Plant that left foot, Virabhadrasana A. Yes, let's take our inhale, lengthening. Exhale, frame left foot, step it back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, lift those hips. Take your 5 breaths. And this is where we give ourselves a moment to re-establish our connection with our breath. That breath, body, mind connection, try not to lose it. All right, last breath here. We'll exhale our feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, relax head. Let's inhale to the chair pose, Utkatasana. Pelvis is tucked, fingers are long. Exhale, we're back in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Beautiful, let us flow, and we'll continue to work on mobility of our spine. So we'll inhale, lengthen the fingers to the sky. Exhale to fold forward, lead with the chest. Inhale, strong spine. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to that upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And we'll inhale our right heel up towards the sky. And then we'll exhale to open up our hips. Right hip stacks on top of left, bend into right knee to open up nicely. Beautiful, let's close our hips back off, bringing right hip down, sending right leg out long. We'll squeeze the right knee to our chest, but here we're gonna move to something called fallen tree. So bring all your weight to your right palm, float the left fingers up and bring the right leg forward, planting it down on the mat. Fallen triangle. Lift those hips up and lift your left hand up towards the sky. Beautiful, feel that strength in the core. Now we start to bring the right knee back into the chest, float your left hand down, and move to your side plank. So bring your weight onto your left palm, float the right fingertips up to the sky, and stack right leg on top of left. Keep on lifting those hips to be strong in the core. Beautiful. Last breath here. Now you can either float your right hand down into plank, or maybe you try to bring the right knee to your chest, and then slowly bring your right foot up to the inside of your left hand. And then we'll all lift ourselves up into our crescent pose with the right leg forward. Beautiful. Let's lift the sternum to get a mini back bend. Keep driving left heel back, 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 so that the left leg is nice and strong. We'll take a big inhale, get that back bend as much as you want. And then we'll exhale the right hand down, reach back for the outside of your left thigh, and reach the left fingertips back. So you're twisting toward your right knee. Beautiful, twisted crescent. We'll take an inhale, and then we'll move ourselves to our reverse warrior. So bring the right hand forward, left hand back, plant the left heel, bring the left arm in front of your body with right hand going back. So you're kind of twisting back with the right fingers and forward with the left fingers. Yeah, perfect. Take a nice inhale. And then we'll exhale back to our warrior two. And then carry on going into our side angle, sending left arm forward and right elbow onto the right thigh. Beautiful. If you want to add a little bit of strength here, you can actually send the right hand back towards the back while your left fingertips pull forward. Beautiful, really using the strength there. And then we'll come all the way back up to our warrior two and reverse a triangle. So straighten right leg and reach back with the right fingers. So right leg is straight and we're reaching back with the right fingers. Beautiful. All right, let's come back to our warrior two, bending into the right knee. And we'll come to our crescent pose, pivoting forward onto our toes. Beautiful. Let's bring our palms together and down to our chest in the Anjali Mudra. Let's twist towards the knee. We take the left elbow and place it on the outside of the right thigh or knee. Push into those palms to get the twist you're looking for here. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Now keep the twist as you lift your torso up and send your arms out long. So you kept that twist. We'll take a nice big breath, and then we'll exhale all the way to our vinyasa. So left hand down, right hand down, and we step back to plank. Bend our elbows, lower our body. Inhale to our back bend, nice and slow, and exhale to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take one breath here before we move to the other side. And we'll inhale the left heel up to the sky. Open up your hips, left hip stacks on top of right, bending into left knee. Take a nice breath here. Feel the spine releasing. And then we'll square our hips back up, sending left leg out long. Exhale, left knee to chest. All the weight goes onto our left palm as we thread our left foot forward, floating up our right hand into our fallen triangle. Lift those hips and reach up with the right fingers. Beautiful. Now slowly start to bend into the left knee, float the right hand down, shift your weight into your right palm. As you lift your left fingertips up and you're in your side plank, Vasishtasana. Lifting the hips up nice and tall and reaching up with the left fingers. Take your breath. Now you can either choose to go first to plank and then step your left foot up, or maybe you bring left knee to chest and slowly rotate it down to the inside of your right palm and rise up to your crescent pose. Beautiful. Lots of work on the core here. Nicely done, guys. And we establish our crescent here, lifting our sternum up, getting that little mini back bend if we want to. Now we'll inhale and exhale our left hand down and reach it back for the outside of your twisted crescent pose. Reaching with the right fingertips. Beautiful. Now we move from here all the way to reverse our warrior. So bring your left arm forward, right hand goes back. Reach with the left fingers, but the right hand goes to the front of your body, not the back as we usually do. So pull the left fingers back as you pull the right fingers forward. Twist yourself out. Perfect. Nice inhale. And then we'll come back to our warrior two. Keep on moving the hands. Right hand goes out long. Bend left elbow into our side angle. Beautiful. Again, if you want to work on that core, send your left fingertips forward and to the front, or to the back, I guess. So you're just pulling the left fingers in an opposite way to the right fingers. Take a nice big inhale. And super slowly, we'll come back to our warrior two to transition. Straighten your left leg. Float your right hand down and reach with the left fingertips into your reverse triangle. Beautiful. Big inhale. And then we'll exhale. Float our hands down, bend into left knee. We're in the warrior. Now we're in our crescent. Right hand comes down, pivot those hips forward. We're in our crescent. Big inhale, bring the palms together and down to the heart, Anjali Mudra. And we'll bring our right elbow to the outside of our left thigh and push into the palms to really get the twist here. Beautiful. Last breath. Let's keep our twist as we lift the torso up and send the arms out long, twisted crescent. Drive that right heel back. Let's take our big inhale and let's exhale to Vinyasa. Right hand goes down, left hand goes down, framing the left foot. Step it back to plank. Bend your elbows, lower your body. Inhale to your upward dog. And exhale. You're in that downward facing dog. Let's take our 5 breaths here. Nice job. Slowing everything down. And then on our inhale, we'll lift up to the tippy toes to stretch out the backs of your legs. And slowly, slowly, we'll start to bend our knees down towards the mat, but let them hover about an inch or two off of the mat and push your hips back. So push into your palms, again, like you were gonna push yourself out of your armpits. This is that mouse pose. You can even move your knees back and forth if that feels good on your spine. And then eventually we'll bring those knees down, untuck the toes, and sink your hips back to your child's pose. Nice job. Take a couple breaths here. All right, and when you're ready, we'll bring our fingers forward if they were back, and we'll look forward between our thumbs. Let's bend into our elbows, tight towards our ribs, as we pull our chest forward and up into the cobra. Beautiful, lifting up to that cobra. And then we'll exhale, start to lower ourselves down nice and slowly. Beautiful. We'll quickly do a Sphinx pose into seal. So let's slide our hands forward so that our elbows are underneath our shoulders with the hands spread wide. You can spread your feet a little wider than your hips here in the back. But see here, if you're able to push your elbows into the mat so hard that your chest scoops upward. So you're scooping that chest up and pulling the shoulders back into your Sphinx pose. Push your pelvis into the mat as well to get that back bend. We're taking a couple breaths. Beautiful. Now, if you want to intensify this, you can start to push into your palms as you start to straighten your elbows. If it's a little too intense, you can slide your hands a little bit more forward if the seal pose is a little intense. Perfect. Otherwise, you can walk the hands closer in towards your hips to lift even deeper into your seal pose. Maybe you want to pivot your middle fingers out to the 45-degree angle so that your thumbs are facing forwards. Sometimes that's nice in seal pose. Perfect. Just take 2 more breaths here. And super slowly, we'll start to bend into our elbows to lower our chest down. We can bring our palms to stack on top of each other and bring your left cheek to rest on top of your palms. Slide your right knee up towards your right elbow. So you're in like a leopard crawl, exactly. And that should be a nice little release there. Take a couple breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and straighten out that right leg. And we'll do one last little exercise before we do the bow pose, and then we'll be done. We'll just cool down and we're done. You guys got this. So bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Squeeze those elbows tight together behind you. And we'll inhale, use your strength to lift your chest up. The toes are zipped together in the back this time. So use your strength to lift your chest up as high as you can get it, even lifting the palms if you want. And then when you can't go anymore, place your palms down on the mat and push yourself up to the cobra. Your arms, your elbows can be bent. That's absolutely fine. Just go to your own edge. Beautiful. We'll do that one last time. Slowly lower down. And then on our inhale, we'll lift up using the strength in the back of our core first. And then when we can't go anymore, bring your palms down and lift yourself even further into that Bhujangasana, pulling your chest forward and your shoulders back. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release slowly down to the mat. Stack those palms on top of each other. Right cheek rests on top of your palms. And this time, bring your left knee up towards your left elbow in that leopard crawl on the other side. Enjoying the release in the lower back. Perfect. And you can send your left leg out long, and your chin can rest on your palms. We're going to bend into our knees here and let our knees be about hips distance apart. We're moving into the bow pose, Dhanurasana. So what we'll do is we'll reach back with our right hand to clasp the inside of our right ankle. You can flex into the feet if you want, and you can also clasp the outside of your ankle. It's fine as well. And then see if you can bring the left hand back as well to clasp the left ankle. Your gaze is forward. Now start to see if you can kick into your hands and then lift the knees up as well just while you kick and pull into your most intense version of your bow pose. We'll take 2 last breaths. Lift higher if you can. Kick into those legs. Last breath, lift it up. And exhale. How slowly can you start to come out of the pose? Nice job. Stack those palms. Leave your knees bent. And now just wag your feet from side to side, releasing the lower back. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. Slow your breath now. We're done with the work. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and come to stillness and send your legs out long. We'll bring our palms underneath our shoulders one last time. Now this is going to be the slowest movement you've ever done. Enjoy this feeling in your spine. Tuck your chin, push your mat away, and then arch yourself into cat as you bring the hips down to your heels, to your child's pose. Enjoy that counter posture in your spine. Nice job. Breathe it out. Maybe you send your hands back by your heels, enjoying the flexion in your spine. Nicely done. And whenever you feel ready, you can start to lift your torso, sitting back into your heels into the hero pose. Take a quick little breather here. Great job. We'll sink our hips over to one side and straighten our legs in front of us. We're going to roll ourselves super slowly down the mat. So let's hold on to the backs of our knees. Tuck our chin to get the stretch started in the back of the neck. Straighten elbows to let the stretch go all the way down the back. Take a nice soft inhale to let the back of your body stretch. And then we'll lift the fingertips up, engaging your core one last time. And slowly roll yourself down, vertebra by vertebra. Small of your back touches down, and then each vertebra one at a time. Beautiful. Palms come flat down on the mat. One at a time, bring your knees into your chest, and you can clasp onto your shins as you rock yourself again from side to side. Really enjoyable feeling on your lower back and your spine here. Nicely done. Breathing it out, slowing everything down. And then you can come to stillness at the center And float your soles of the feet down to the edges of your mat. You can send your arms out into a T if you like, or maybe bent at the elbows in cactus arms. And we're just going to end off with some windshield wipers. So just slowly drift both knees over to one side on your exhale. And then inhale them through center, exhaling them over to the opposite side. So just enjoy this windshield wiping motion, releasing the lower back and the hips. Beautiful. And then the next time that both of your knees are down towards the right, you can keep them there and look out towards the left. And if you want to intensify your twist, you can bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh and let gravity kind of increase the stretch here. Slowing your breath down. If you have another twist that you'd like to do, you can feel free to go ahead with it. We're just going to take a few breaths here in this gentle twist. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale our gaze up towards the sky. Slide your right foot down if it was up, and super slowly, gently, bring the knees through center and over to the left. Nice and gentle movements. Gazes to the right if that feels good. And left ankle goes on top of right thigh if you want to intensify that little mild stretch here on this side. Nice deep movement, deep breaths. If you want, you can place your tongue on the roof of your mouth in front of your front teeth to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. And on our inhale, we'll bring our gaze back up to the center. Slide left foot down, super slow movements as knees come back up to the sky. And now it's yogi's choice, whatever movement you want to do for your last 5 breaths. You can move into any of it. Maybe you want a happy baby. The shoulder stand, if the shoulder stand is in your practice, it feels lovely, especially halasana. Halasana is a wonderful counter posture for all the stuff we've been doing to our spine today. So you choose what you like and enjoy your last 5 breaths in whatever poses you choose. Nicely done, guys. And we'll just take our last few breaths to slowly move out of whatever posture you're in. No rush at all. And you can slowly make your way to your final resting posture. And you're at your own home, so do enjoy whatever shavasana you feel like. Maybe you prop your knees up on a pillow. Maybe you have your legs up your wall. But let's start to settle inside of ourselves again. Start to feel the difference in sensations that your body is feeling now after your practice. Enjoy the feeling of your body absorbing your practice. Enjoy the flow of your breath through your body. See if you're able to keep your mind here with your breath, with your body, in this beautiful, peaceful place that you've cultivated with your yoga practice. So for just a few moments, enjoy your shavasana. And slowly starting to deepen your breath, expanding your awareness. And only when you feel ready, start to introduce some subtle movements to gently wake up your body. And when you feel ready, you can start to bend into your knees and roll over onto any side that feels good for you, with your head resting in your bicep. And we'll give ourselves 2 last breaths here, enjoying this position. And when you're ready with your eyes still closed, you can press yourself up to a seated position. Your palms resting on your knees. And then we'll bring our palms together at our heart in our Anjali Mudra. And you can bow your head if you like, gently opening your eyes to adjust to the light. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.